What's up, BEATNIKERS? Welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring in the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. See, if you're someone new to my channel, I've started this new series called as Let's Talk Today, wherein I call you guys who have sent me an email using this hashtag AskNikhilesh, and we call people in this session. This video may be actually for YouTube, but in reality we do call people and talk to them for about like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, trying to solve their queries in real time. If you guys have some questions, if you want to be part of this show, simply go ahead and write us an email with all your questions. What I can request you is, since we are receiving a lot of emails, I would request you to do that follow-up with us just in case if we don't reply you back. Having said that, let's start today's video. Today's video is focused on somebody who doesn't come from IT background or someone who doesn't come from an engineering background. Make sure that you watch this video from starting till the end. I know it may be a bit excruciating and energy consuming and having a lot of patience to watch every minute of what these guys are talking about, but here's the point, not every video of mine or on internet will solve your particular question. What it can do definitely is you can watch this video, pick up one of the points which you liked and can fit into your profile. Similarly, there are a lot of other videos which I've made on job seekers. Please make sure that you make notes somewhere wherein you can always look at like, okay, 5 points, 7 points what these guys spoke fits into my profile. So try to have that approach, because I can understand that not everything what we talk fits in what you're going through right now. Let's start today's video. Alright guys, welcome back once again to the second episode of Let's Talk Today. We're going to be making some calls, and before we get to the call, last week I saw a question and definitely concerns us the most. We also have a discussion about, like, I most often talk about engineers or IT guys, right? These are high skill jobs which are available very easily and it's loud everywhere on internet. What about people who are looking out for management jobs, somebody who has worked in finance for more than 5 years, 10 years, somebody who's worked in marketing, somebody who's worked in arts, somebody who's worked in
mainstream tech jobs or developers.
Right. Sure. Is there any hope for them? What do you think, like, if you really have to suggest someone who's working in finance or marketing? I don't want the way exactly, because it totally depends on your situation where you are. Yeah, just go ahead with it. What's in your mind?
Look, I think it's hard to put guarantee on the type of job you're looking for, you would get it or not. However, at the moment, given the job market that we have in Germany, which is quite positive, there are jobs for almost every sector. Definitely you can keep applying or looking from India as well, but I think if you really have made up your mind that you want to settle down in Germany or any other country for that matter, I think the best way is to come down on a job search visa, start looking for the opportunities that you want to pursue. It may happen that you don't find the job that you are skilled at in the first go, but you can find a related job and then keep applying and look for the relevant opportunity. I know a lot of people who have pursued not one but a couple of jobs in a short span and then have been able to land to the job that they wanted. Right. See, the bottom line is just to enhance your level of or more employability. Try to get enrolled in a German language, along with you keep applying the applications wherever you are right now. You may be master of your finance or domain where you come from, but then there's a bit more required always, right? If you're a job seeker who's looking out for a job, I'm also presuming that you're not just looking out for Germany as an ideal destination, you're looking out in general abroad, in Europe. If you're sitting in Dubai, you're always looking out for Europe somewhere. Exactly. Right? The whole Europe is open basically. Right? It is open, and what makes it even more interesting is, as you know, that Brexit is almost finalized, and that really makes Berlin, especially Berlin, really a hot spot for new companies to put their base, to start up. And given that, there are absolutely plenty of jobs in almost every domain that one can think of. Of course, technology and developer jobs do dominate the market, but I can only see that relevant openings for almost every field coming up in the next couple of years. Right. So, and I think that's why also, as we discussed last time, German government is making special efforts to ease the norms for foreign workers to come into the country and take up relevant skill jobs. So definitely a very positive outlook for the next couple of years. So one tactical suggestion what I can give you is try to have a portfolio of yours. Okay, so if you're good at marketing, if you're good at arts, if you're good at
anything non-technical. Make a portfolio which reflects who you are as a person. So every time you're applying for a job, you send that out. Make sure that it has every detail and every project you have ever worked on, and it has to be impressive, not just like any other thing.
Yeah.
Right, and
like a professional layout of what you've done,
who you are,
your career.
More than resume, more than cover letter. Yeah. Goal is try to get a job somehow get a job. Once you're here, you will figure it out. Things are going to be better because yeah, if you need, we are here already. So anyway, let's go for our first call.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. Is it Samson?
Yeah, Samson speaking.
Hey Samson, this is Anshuman from JNM Education. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for calling, Anshuman.
No.
Yeah, I know. You guys are based in Germany, right?
We are based in Berlin, absolutely, yeah. And I'm sitting here with Niklesh as well. I'm sure you know him with all his video content.
Yes, of course.
Hey Samson, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, good, doing good. Awesome videos, okay? That's a very lot of helpful material and a lot of things that normally people will skip out on or may not be aware about that you're showing through the video. So good job with the videos, okay? I'm
super excited to help you also now.
Just to make sure that we are able to answer your questions straight away. So I understand with the email that you're looking for opportunities in Germany. You would like to move to Germany from a career perspective, right? I think that's pretty clear.
Right.
That's pretty clear. And so you definitely have two ways. I think the very first question is, what's your motivation to do that? I'm assuming it's for financial prospects, for growth, personal and professional. Is that right?
Yeah, all of the above. Basically, for new challenges, and I'm okay with startup companies as well, because in fact I find that more challenges and more challenging environment is found with the startup companies as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm okay with startup companies or branded companies.
Absolutely.
I'm looking for the same profile that I am right now.
There are more or less two ways. One is that you keep applying for the opportunities in India, and you know based on your interest and skills and the opportunities that you're looking for. It is not impossible to find jobs by that method, but of course it is less effective. The second one is of course that you apply for a job search visa, which basically allows you to stay in the country for 6 months and search for jobs being on the ground. And when you're on the ground, the chances to break through are definitely much higher than what it is when you're remotely applying.
Samson, I have a few questions for you, right? So following, have you researched a bit, and did you see any job openings in your field?
So when I searched for jobs, especially in Europe and specifically in Germany, I was looking for visa-sponsored jobs in Frankfurt, as you had recommended, and other websites as well. However, I was not able to view those many openings for automation profile.
Correct.
So I was like, maybe I'll have to, as your colleague mentioned, I'll have to perhaps request for a work visa, or at least a visa to go over there and then do the search. But then again, I'm worried about the gap, to leave my job and then go over there. That's one thing. So I was not yet decided on that.
Okay.
However, I'm still searching for visa-sponsored jobs and looking for any other profile that might be similar and which I might be able to fit better in.
So okay, two things here, Samson. Two things here. One, there's a myth amongst us as Indian people that I have a gap in my career and then I will have to explain that. Absolutely not. In Germany or in Europe, this is not a case. In fact, if you have a 6 months gap in your job, you can come and say, listen, I was not happy with what I was doing, so I took 6 months break. This is absolutely acceptable. And actually, it's seen as a positive that you had the courage to leave your job and had 6 months of gap. So don't worry about that. This is absolutely not an issue. And the second one, you said the jobs that you're in, the role that you're in, are not available. This could be a matter of only title. So you're looking at a marketing automation specialist. You can look at basically campaign planners, marketing campaign planners, marketing campaign analyst. Things like those are more or less the same, and there's a lot of automation involved
for sure
in marketing jobs in Germany anyway. But definitely do not worry about the gap in your...
I will make some variations with the search patterns as well, so I can get more results.
The other question is, and let's be frank in this call, okay? So are you worried that there's a lot of finances involved and you're not sure whether will I get the job or not? Is that a thing which is bothering you?
Yeah. That's a valid worry, of course. When I searched and I didn't find much openings, So I thought that what if I resign from here, go over there, and then again same thing happens, not much openings and not getting a job.
You know, you said that of course there's a valid concern that what happens if I don't find a job, what happens if this or that. My take on that one is look, sometimes we do not take the first step assuming an outcome, right? As I said before, as I said before, the job market in Germany at the moment is very healthy. Unemployment rates are less than 3%. Any sector. This is overall any sector. Minimum wage is rising every year by 5 to 6%. And I think if you have technical skills at the moment, I would not assume a negative outcome before I have taken the first step. Even if you take that step, you come here 6 months, you make your experience. I think it is more likely than yes that a positive outcome will be met. So if you're confident about your skills, if you're confident about your experience, try to think about it. Take the first step. J&M is here to help you end to end. That's something that we provide as well. But I think the outlook is very positive.
Exactly, that's what was needed for you, so that your brain supports numbers, facts, to back up your worries. Now, here's my point before we say goodbye, Samson. See, there will never be a right time. You have to make a time right. Okay. Responsibilities in your life will only keep on increasing. All right. Today you're married. You're gonna have kids. You have other responsibilities. You're gonna walk in, right? I feel that you're looking at from a very risk-averse point of view, and this opportunity could turn out to be massive. Maybe there's like there's an investment of, let's say, 4 or 5 lakh which you're supposed to show to the German government, could turn out to be a good bet for you, and get a job worth 40-50,000 euros annually or more, right? So it is definitely, I would suggest you to look at it from that point of view, and you're skillful enough. We wouldn't talk to you otherwise, in a way that we see some hope there. It's no doubt you're right now in India and you're trying to apply for jobs. Great, but then how efficient is that? You have to understand, and you also have to look from the other side that there are 200,000 more applying for same positions just like you. Forget about India. Look at Pune filled with IT parks. Now estimate the number of people who want to desperately go out from that situation where you are.
At the end of the day, it's the first decision you have to make is, do I want to do it or not?
Exactly.
And second, how quickly do I want to do it? Do I want to do it in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? And then how I want to do it? Do I want to do it on my own, or do I need external support? And I think with something like this, because there's so much information floating around, you don't really know where to start, where to end. So I think those are the things you have to think about. But the very first decision is, do I want to do it or not? And then you begin from there. And then if you have any questions, reach out to us via phone, email, chat. Just last question, are you okay with us using this conversation to be aired on YouTube, just for educational purposes for other people or aspirants?
Sure. Yeah, no problem, man. Your videos are awesome, and me being on there, like in the audio at least, is what to say.
We just have to be sure. We live in Germany, and it's a lot about data protection, so just have to be sure about that. But thank you for that. Wish you a great day, and feel free to reach out to us anytime you have a question. All right.
Thanks, man.
You take care, Samson. Bye bye.
Bye bye.